Hello, my name's James van der Groot. I work for a TV station in Antwerp in the Netherlands. I'm just here to interview Mr. Daron Hogg, who's released an autobiographical book about his travels through France when he was 15 with a group of friends, where he made headlines in the English newspapers for imitating Boy George to such a degree where he was believed by everyone who met him and became a bit of a local celebrity. So we're going to talk a bit about his book today. And why did you decide to write the book, Darren?
I decided to write the book because I was bored one day, and I just thought it was a really good idea to sort of do something. And I was sitting in the garden and thought, well, it's actually quite a good story, so I will sort of do it anyway. So I did it. Why not?
And why now? Why did it take so long to come up with the story?
Um,
Had you had people asking you to write it? Has it?
no, not at all. I sort of, like I say, I was sort of sitting in the garden. I was just bored and thinking, well, actually, it's actually quite a good story, really. So,
I mean, I know a little bit about you. I know you have had an interesting life. So I guess maybe that was one of the reasons why you decided to put pen to paper.
yeah, I sort of put pen to paper, like old school sort of thing. And I
Yes, you
sort
don't own a typewriter, do you? Is that right?
no, I don't know. Can you let me finish actually?
I beg your pardon.
Sorry. No, I just sort of, I own a computer, but, I sort of just sat in the garden and I just sort of decided to do it because I thought it was more interesting and because I was bored, basically, I thought, well, actually it's also quite a good story, really, so, I kind of like that, really, so.
Well, I've read the book and really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
And I was just wondering, is it all true? I mean, there's things about Boy George, the hitchhiking, for instance. That sounded quite traumatic. Tell us a bit about that.
Um, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things in the book. Well, a lot of things which happened. Obviously, you have to think of it as a true story and stuff. So, because it is a true story, and there are a lot of things which are true. Actually, all of it's true. To be honest.
Did you leave anything out which you thought was a bit too sensitive for some of your readers?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's understandable. Do you have any regrets at all? Do you wish you'd put some things in which perhaps you didn't, or?
I sort of wish I would have put more things in, but I was sort of advised by my publishers to say that it was not very wise to sort of go into that sort of detail,
Right.
sort of thing, because you can't sort of say things that some people don't really want to hear, or people don't really understand. So I sort of thought, okay, well, sod it,
Warts and all.
I would give them the vague idea. I'll give them a vague.
And leave the rest to their imagination. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah. Totally, yeah. And and it was. I mean, there were things which really happened to me, and at that time, but I just couldn't, sort of, even in my brain, sitting in my garden, sort of thing, I couldn't even get into that thought of writing that because it just sort of upset me too much, and it was just such a horrible experience.
So did you find it therapeutic writing the book, or? Some people say it's a cathartic experience writing their story.
Yeah, I think it got a lot of. Can I say shit?
I think you can say that. Yeah.
I think it got a lot of shit out of me. I think it got a lot of crap out of my body, sort of thing. And but I mean, to be honest, it still has not got a lot of shit out of my body. It still has got a lot of thoughts and feelings.
It's brought up emotions within you.
Totally, totally. And and it's just been, sort of a real roller coaster of sort of madness.
Yeah.
And sort of madness and very weird.
So would you say you opened up fully